Yo, yo, yo. So, I'm making a video. What's with them and spitting? Anyways, I'm making a video about just like, some tips and things you could do that you might not have known that you could do. And they could save you a lot of time and effort. Sometimes, I guess, maybe. Well, let's just get into it. All right. So, one of the cool things you can do if you want to, like, for example, you had a cool fashion frame that you were doing on a non-prime version, then you built the prime and now you have the prime version. Instead of having to build it from the very beginning, you can just link it in chat and then go on it and apply the look to whatever configuration that you want. This can work for both primes and non-primes and other warframes, but of course you can't just put, like Mirage's fashion frame on Frost or something. That doesn't work. But hey, that's a thing. Another thing you can do is you can link your loadout. Like this build, for example, you can just link it in chat. And you can, for example, let's say you forma and you max out. You don't want to have to take a screenshot or remember what the hell you put in here because there's a lot of things and sometimes you just change up a lot of things, especially if you have secondary and third and tertiary builds. You can just link them in chat, forma, max out, and then just, apply them very quickly. Pretty nice. A cool add-on they added recently. Normally, what you have to do for mods is you press on mods and then you choose the mod that you want to upgrade. You go to Fusion and then you upgrade it, right? But instead of that, you can now just do it on the loadout screen itself. For controller, or sorry, for mouse and keyboard, you can just press right click and there you go. Press and hold. Then you can just max it from here. Another cool thing you can do is if you on keyboard press Q, you get your scroll wheel, and since they changed it, you can quickly go into navigation, your arsenal, your foundry, mods, decorate, or operator. You can board your Railjack from here, open your codex. You can go to void relics. It's basically like a fast travel system. It's pretty cool. It's, if you want to just time save, you don't want to walk around and all that, or you don't want to go into the menus and then fast travel to that area, just like that. If you want to, for example, travel to Samaris, instead of going into a relay, you can just here and visit Cephalon Samaris.
The multitude of creatures you have immortalized would cry out in thanks.
Okay, Samaris, calm down, buddy. I know you're crazy and all, but like, we all have our limits. And there you go. You're instantly by Samaris. And yes, you can't see because of the wings, but it is what it is.
Make an excellent hunter.
And there he is, the creepy bastard. Anyways, also you can just visit him to go to the simulacrum a lot faster. Now, let's say that you want to build something, right? And you're not sure where you can find a specific resource. So let's go, I don't know, like here. So for example, for the Imperator Vandal, you need Tellurium. Tellurium? I don't know how you said it. But basically, it tells you what this thing is and where it can be found. So location, Arcwing missions on Uranus, for example. Or Uranus, wherever you want to call it. Same thing with other things as well. So location, Europa, Neptune, and Void for the control modules. For Ferrite, you get it in Mercury, Earth, Lua, Neptune, and the Void. Same thing with basically every other resource, except for prime parts, because you only get those from relics. Going into your void relics and searching the part that you want, chroma. These are all the relics that have chroma in them. Now let's say you need Endo. Well, you can auto install all the Ayatan stars instead of filling them in one by yourself, or if you want to fill them in one by yourself, you can do that as well. Just like that. Or you can just auto-install. The auto-install can work on multiple at the same time, I believe, as well. Now, let's say you have an entire build that you made and it's not that great, and you just want to remove all the mods. Sure, you can go one by one, or you can just press the remove all. Yep, just a quick way of removing all of them. It's pretty nice. Let's say you ran out of Endo and you need just a little bit more to fully max out that one mod that you have, right? So what you can do is go to sort by, go to duplicates, and you get this. And you can just confirm all of them, for example, and then you can just dissolve them for Endo. It's just a small amount. So silver mods give a little bit more, and so on and so forth. So for example, if we use gold here, they gave like almost 1,000 just for a few. And that's a quick way of getting Endo in case you ran out. Now, most Warframes have some kind of augment mod that you can use to augment their abilities. Now, let's say you want to find out what these augments are. You go on abilities, and you view augment. And you can also find out where you can get them from. So, for example, from this one, Hall of Malevolence, you can get it from Arbiters of Hexis and Cephalon Suda. Or you can also trade them for plat or other things, I suppose, but it's a good way of knowing that what you can get and what what abilities have augments. Let's say that you're in a squad and they're just quick firing missions one after the other, right? And you need to you need to change a weapon in between, so or maybe a loadout. What you can do is just go on this side panel, press on this, and you can change loadout or switch weapon. Same thing with Warframes, and same thing with everything else, even pets. Some of you may not know this, but there is something called the Captura, which is basically some of the tile sets that you can get from doing missions or as a drop or as something else. And you can actually go into them. There won't be any enemies, and you can just walk around and explore them and see what you can find. So here's one, for example. And yeah, you can just walk around and see what this place has. It's pretty cool. You can even have the entirety of Fortuna, which I can showcase in a second, as well as Plains of Eidolon and everything else, I believe. Or Eidolon, whatever you want to call them. So here we are in Orbalis and Captura, which Captura works as like a good way to take some cool screenshots, and you can also edits and things like that. Another thing you can do is actually spawn enemies in Captura mode. So you can do like some cool scenery and things like that. So go back into the camera settings, go into settings, go to the bottom. So go to the very bottom, and then there's spawn enemies and kill enemies. So you can spawn enemies. Let's lower that level just for the sake of right now. Put some corrupted bombards, I suppose, and simulate. They spawn. Oh, they spawned right on me. And bam! They're right there. So what you can do is... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. And bam! Yep. You can just do things like that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Another thing you can do with loadouts that I forgot to mention earlier is that you can swap places. So for example, this is configuration A. This is configuration B. So let's say you want to instantly equip the first one, or like this one. You can just change it like that. And now this is configuration A, and this is configuration B. Yep. Once you unlock Railjack, you can go into Railjack like this, or there is another method from back here. So you can just board your Railjack.
Cogitators defragged and optimized. Warfighting algorithms iterated and updated.
And you can also go back to your ship right here. Another thing I found out recently is that you can actually rename Helminth. Name your Helminth. Yeah, I don't know if you want to do that. Go ahead, I guess. You can also interact with Helminth at the back over here. And he can do things like, you know, eat the cat maybe? Yeah. Yes, finally. Yes, I got rid of the cat. Let's go. It's a demonic cat, that thing, I swear. I'm telling you, the truth, man, and it's back. Eat it again. Eat it again. Get rid of it. Oh, man. Oh, no. It already asserted dominance. It's over for me. A cool quality of life update that, let's just say has been needed for a while is that argon crystals, when they drop to destroy thing that they are in, they actually automatically are waypointed, which is something we've been needing for a long time. Oh, there it is. Huh, took me a while to find Argon Crystal, but it automatically waypoints now. I didn't waypoint it. That was absolutely horrible footage of me not waypointing it, but because you can probably see it, but let's see if I can find more. Oh, there we go. That was not an Argon. I mean, yeah, sure, yeah. There we go. So I did not waypoint it. It automatically waypoints now. Let's go. Another thing you can do is actually check your night wave and claim while in a mission.
Lay 'em low and burn their shadow.
Pretty cool, right?
Later.
If you want to go into Tenno and check things as quickly as possible, you can just swap to Tenno and instantly sit back down on the chair, you know? Yeah. Another way of doing it would just be going into this quick menu and going into operator. Yeah. Which also teleports you here, but if you don't want to teleport there, you get the idea. But yeah, that's going to be all for this video. I hope you learned something new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Wait a second, I never said subscribe. Hey, subscribe. Subscribe right now. And like, and comment, and I don't know, man, I just, whatever, man. Peace.